Hello, children. It's Memoir Monday again, and to finish off the history three-parter, we're going to be talking about Tangut history today. For those who are just hearing about this, between the years 1038 to 1227, there was this kingdom in the middle of China called Tangut Empire, right? Where did they come from? Well, they originally descended from the Western Qiang people who migrated from Western Sichuan. Over time, they established their own state and eventually formed their own dynasty. Where did they go? The Mongols fucking annihilated them. Khan Nai Zhou. Alright, congratulations. You're more educated on Tangut history than like 90% of the planet. Now let's move on to the theme of the video, which is their writing system. So in 1036, as part of their identity building, Emperor Jingzong ordered the creation of the Tangut script, and what they created is quite possibly the most uncanny valley shit out there. God hides upon us in heaven, for even he fears the enigmas of human ingenuity. Ladies and lesbians, I present to you the Tangut script. Now I understand foreigners when they say Chinese characters look the same. So this episode will mostly be talking about characters themselves, but a few things I should talk about just to give you a picture on how insanely complicated this language is. 1. The majority of Tangut characters only have semantic components. You know in Japanese, kanjis has a radical and a thing next to it that details how the character is pronounced? Tangut barely has that, so you just gotta know to know. 2. Tangut is a polysynthetic language. English is analytic, meaning that it relies more on word order than changes in words to convey a sentence. Japanese is synthetic, meaning that the modification of words can change anything from meaning to tone. There's different layers when it comes to synthetic, the most complicated and also the most coolest being polysynthetic. So a sentence that normally would take like a million words in English would just take a couple using various morphemes. And 3. Although the layout of characters are pretty similar to regular Chinese characters, Tangut characters were invented by combining other characters so radicals can appear fucking anywhere and lose all meaning. Here's a sentence I just firefoxed, right? Awful. Alright, now that we got that out of the way, let's dissect how characters work one by one. So as we all probably know, Chinese characters are made up of radicals to form a character, usually related to the meaning of the used radical, like this, or this. Tangut characters are more or less the same, probably just copied off of China. Take this character for example. So on the left, we have the radical for water, believe it or not, and on the right, we have the character for dirt. When we combine the two, we get the character for mud. Pretty cool, right? Let's look at other characters with the water radical. We got tear, which likely uses the radical I or weep, which makes sense really. I don't even know why the kanji for tear looks like this. How about water with this character, which means steam or smoke? Now it means sweat. Alright, now let's take a look at this character. We still have the radical for water on the left, but on the right, we have the character for container. Now this character means bottle, a water container. Now let's take that same character and change it with a different radical. Now it means stomach, now it means coffin. This part of the segment, I'm going to quiz you on various Tangut characters using what we learned up until now. Alright children, let's go. Round 1, bird characters. What's this bird? On the left, we have the character for bird, and on the right, we have the word black. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, you're absolutely right. It is a crow. What's this bird? Now on the right, we have the character to meet. 3, 2, 1. Good job, man. It is crane, because they like to meet up and stuff. Last bird. Now on the right, we have the character for woman. 3, 2, 1. It's a pheasant, which I guess makes sense. Both like eating seeds and berries. Round 2. This is the metal section. On the top, we have the radical for metal, but on the bottom, we have thin. 3, 2, 1. It's needle, because duh, needles are thin. What's this metal? Now on the bottom, we have the character for kettle. 3, 2, 1. It's a pot to boil tea, which, yeah, I guess makes sense. How about when the bottom character is now the word hide or pelt? 3, 2, 1. Now it's armor. Makes a lot more sense than the kanji for armor. Round 3, just various cool stuff I wanted to show. Here's a character. What do you think it means just by looking at it? 3, 2, 1. Ta-da, it means to divide or share. How about when we combine the character for bee with human flesh? Ta-da, it means titty now. I don't even know how we got here. How about when we combine the characters for bird and fucking? Surprise, surprise, this character means birds fucking now. Who knew? Now that we got the basics written down, let's explore various categories I thought are interesting to talk about. Starting with how numbers work in Tangut, it's actually the same as China or Japan. What's not the same is how the characters look. Here's the number 27 Japanese. Now here's the same number in Tangut. What the fuck? There's more strokes to it than the number they represent. It's like they went out of their way to make it complicated because, well, it's not like our writing system will last anyway. 5017, 420, 64,295. And also, believe it or not, they have their own 100 million as well. To teach you how to write it is Toppogi Lanji Lesson. Please take it away.
Hi, my name is Toppogi. I'm writing calligraphy. Okay. Let's write it together. Ready, go. 1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、10、11、12、
Next, I want to talk about types of yarn. So while I was researching Tangut, I found a radical that looks similar to a house, right? I thought maybe these characters have something to do with the building. Turns out, no, they're all textile related, which is fair. Now, I'm going to list all of them so you get an idea of what type of society Tangut was. Alright, ready? Silk gauze, yarn, silk, yarn, tough silk, 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 mixed silk, brocade, which is like a woven fabric made out of silk, silk, weave, brocade, satin. The only reason why I know this word is because of the Moody Blues. And this means silk again. So I'm guessing this radical means string, but hey, that's just a theory. Anyways, next category is radical 385, iron. The only difference with radical 293, metal, is that it uses this bottom part entirely for only 3 characters. First is iron, which may be the origin of that radical, food for thought. The other 2 characters, though, are sword and axe. Here to write the word sickle is Toppogi Kanji, ladies and gentlemen. Please take it away.
Let's write it together. Ready, go. 1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、10、11、12、小釜.
Next is the nature radical, which looks a lot similar to our grass radical. When attached to characters, it usually means that the thing is made out of plants, trees, nature, whatever. Remember earlier, this radical means bag? Well, when you put the nature radical on the top and this thing on the bottom, it gives you sack. Here's the kind of tree we haven't figured out what it is for yet. Here's the grass radical over a family name. I don't really know why this and this makes firewood, but I assume that whoever this guy was really good at chopping wood, so they just used the guy's name to make firewood. Winding quarter, mortgage, skeleton, why they use the grass radical, your guess is as good as mine. To write the character Car and Tanga, here's Mr. Toppogi, please take it away.
Let's write it together. Ready, go. 1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、10、11、12、13、14、15、16、17、18、19、20、21。車.
Next is this radical that confuses the fuck out of me. It only appears in 4 characters: tumor, death, and grass. Now I looked it up. This radical does mean grass. Here, look. Grass, green grass, barnyard grass, a kind of grass, net, which I assume is made out of grass, kogon grass, and like 100 more different ways of saying grass. To make a long story short, I want to die. I have zero clue why attaching tumor to grass makes another grass. I even looked up, is there a type of grass that gives you tumors? And it took me to like 5 articles that tell me artificial grass gives you cancer. So yeah, I'm assuming that this 13th century extinct character means artificial grass. What else can it literally be? Anyways, this grass radical is not limited to by types of grass, by the way. The more I scrolled down, I found out it's also used for vegetables and whatnot. Toppogi will now teach you how to write onion.
Let's write it together. Ready, go. 1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、10、11、12、13、14、15、16。玉ねぎ。
Anyways, that's basically it. There's so much I could talk about the script. It could cover the rest of my YouTube career just by talking about various ways to write grass. If you liked the video, make sure to give this video a thumbs up for more Tangut related content. Big thanks to Toppogi Lanji Lesson for collabing with me today, with more collabs to come in the future. His channel's in the description, by the way. Thanks for watching. That's what she said. Para bamba. Para bailar la bamba se necesita una poca de gracia. Una poca de gracia, babinati, arriba, arriba.